Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Crypto Insights with Virtual Bacon. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, is it too early to call the bottom, Ethereum and its new potential uptrend, Bitcoin dominance and how it could be showing a potential bull trap, the Fed hiking interest rates by 75 basis points, Elon, Doge, and Twitter and the whole decentralized social media news, Reddit avatars and whether they are NFTs killer app, Arbitrum and the rumor for Arbitrum Odyssey to have a reboot. And then lastly, the top performing cryptos of the week, as well as the important upcoming events you need to watch. Okay, let's get right into it. It is too early to call the bottom on Bitcoin. Although Bitcoin has had a significant bounce over the past couple weeks, it's still within the same long-term range between 18.5K support and the 24.5K resistance. We have warned in previous episodes of calling this Bitcoin bottom too early. Zooming out shows the clearer picture of the recent move. 24.5K is the previous lower high made in August. So in order for Bitcoin to reverse its long-term downtrend since November 2021, it needs to make a higher high above the previous lower high, which is at 24.5K. Therefore, we need to at least reach 24.5K before we can consider this a potential long-term bottom. If this move continues to 24.5K, it will complete the first step of a double bottom pattern and signal a long-term reversal. On the downside, 18.5K needs to hold in order for Bitcoin to avoid a larger crash. If 18.5K does break, the next support level down is around 12K, which is the bear market peak in 2019 and the consolidation in the summer of 2020. Before either of these scenarios happen, it's definitely too early to call this the long-term Bitcoin bottom. However, don't get too bearish either. Bitcoin is just in a sideways range between that 18.5K and 24.5K, so wait before jumping on any random conclusions too quickly. Wait for the next move to be confirmed before acting. Ethereum could be developing a new uptrend. Since the bounce in the past couple weeks, it has made a new support level at $1,200. In order for Ethereum to break out of its long-term downtrend, it needs to make a new higher low followed by a higher high. This is the classic reversal signal from a downtrend into a uptrend. Looking at the Ethereum price action since last November, we see a clear downtrend as indicated by a series of lower highs and lower lows. This is why the recent bounce on Ethereum is so important, as we have formed the first higher low in the past year. A higher low is the first signal before a major reversal. Following the recent rally, we need to watch the next few weeks closely, as the recent higher low at $1,200 needs to hold in order for the reversal scenario to continue for Ethereum. If Ethereum dips back below $1,200, the higher low made in October would be invalidated and the downtrend continues. On the other hand, if Ethereum stays above that $1,200 support and bounce back in the short term, it will create a strong signal and we can wait to monitor its reaction at the $1,950 resistance. This is the final resistance area to watch for Ethereum. If Ethereum can break above 1950 and form a new higher high, this would produce a classic trend reversal signal. Following this signal, we are likely to see 3 to 6 months of uptrend for Ethereum to rally into the 3K plus ranges. Overall, still a bit too early to call the bottom for Ethereum, but it is looking brighter than Bitcoin and the overall market, as there are early signs of a new uptrend forming. The recent altcoin rally could be a bull trap as indicated by Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance has had a retrace this week, as a few large alts like ETH and Doge has had major rallies this week. However, beware of this move, as we are still in a risk-off cycle for altcoins, and the risk of holding altcoins for the long term is super high. Back in April, we had a similar bull trap on Bitcoin dominance where altcoins briefly rallied but got destroyed when markets dumped in June. I continue to focus on accumulating BTC and ETH in this risk-off period, as it gives me a good balance of safety and risk. If you are in profits from some of the short-term narratives like Chili's, fan tokens, World Cup, etc. highlighted in our show, remember to secure profits. We are still in the bear market. Focus on accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum and wait for the opportunities to come for altcoins. Personally, I will keep waiting until Bitcoin dominance reaches close to that 47% level before buying into altcoin positions for the long term. Quick plug, if you want to buy or trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and any other altcoins, consider using my Binance affiliate link for both Binance.com and Binance US. you get a $600 sign-up bonus, and it helps support this channel. Next up, let's look at the market insights. The Fed has hiked interest rates by 75 basis points. FOMC day was November 2nd, and the hike was 75 basis points as expected. It went from 3.15% to 3.9%. Overall, the message this time was very clear. The key takeaway was they are staying the course and plan to aim for 2% inflation and will keep hiking the rates. Strict monetary policy will continue for some time, and while slowing is a possibility, they even hinted at maybe doing only 50 basis points in December. However, they are not going to pause hiking rates at this point. Overall market, as dictated by the Fed policy, is still risk off. So keep waiting, don't get impatient and jump into bullish scenarios too quickly. Also, on a side note, Jerome Powell said no one knows if there will be a recession. Is he joking? Next up, there's a lot of hype around Elon Musk acquiring Twitter and potentially integrating Dogecoin in some way and making Twitter a decentralized social media platform. After buying out Twitter on Friday, October 28th, Elon revealed his plans to build the Everything app with social media, payment, and a bunch of things rolled into one. You can think of WeChat in the Chinese market with payments, social media, chat, everything included, and even has wallets and banking built in. Elon called this app the X app, referring to the vision of X.com, his first company before it became PayPal. Now, people are speculating that Dogecoin could be merged into Twitter in some way to complete this vision of an online peer-to-peer payment system. While Elon hasn't said anything, he did tweet out this cryptic tweet and then later deleted it, which showed a Shiba Inu dog and the Twitter logo in some Halloween spirit. And also, Doge has already rallied 140% this week. It is quite overbought. Smart money has been buying up Doge as they believe whether there is news around Twitter integrating Doge or not, Doge should continue to pump from just this hype and Elon potentially tweeting more. Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardano, thinks it is possible for Doge and Twitter to somehow merge. Let's look at this a little bit deeper. Can this really be done? Elon has been advising the core Dogecoin devs since 2019, and he has also joined the Doge Foundation over a year ago. Elon has certainly been a top Doge proponent also. He has previously used the coin as a payment method and even teases the use for it on Twitter before this acquisition went down. In the past, Elon has proposed to use an exchange as a second layer to minimize Doge transaction costs, so he is concerned with the technical implementation as well. Nowadays, layer 2 rollup solutions are also widely adopted on Ethereum and super easy to implement. Twitter X or the X app could have a wallet, an exchange, a layer 2 all built in. To summarize, it's technically very feasible to merge Twitter and Doge in some way, and Twitter has 500 million users under the company, and Elon has unlimited resources. So this integration, whether it happens or not, is only a matter of Elon's will. So will he actually make the most entertaining outcome come true? Next up, Reddit avatars are gaining a lot of hype. Are they the NFT's real killer app? Reddit, as you know, is the internet's largest forum platform with over 430 million active monthly users. It's the 5th most visited website. The founders of Reddit have been vocal crypto advocates for some time now. They released a one-of-a-kind Ethereum-based collectible back in June of 2021 called Crypto Snooze. In December of 2021, Reddit formed a partnership with Polygon and quoted to use their sidechain to make Reddit's Generation 1 collectible avatars. These NFTs were generally loathed by Reddit, with Gen 1 avatars taking months to sell out because people were really turned off by this idea of NFTs, or even just the word itself. However, last week, Reddit's Gen 2 avatars dropped and it only took 24 hours to sell out. What changed? Well, Reddit branched away from the Web3 lingo, opting out of calling them NFTs, and instead they're called collectible avatars. In fact, many Reddit users don't even understand there's any involvement with the blockchain or NFTs at all, as Reddit has a seamless integration with Polygon wallets onto their platform. Reddit also didn't just copy-paste someone's ideas, they made a collection where any two NFTs can be combined into one for further user customization. And it also helps that the main avatar is the Snoo, which is very popular among Reddit community. This has allowed Reddit to single-handedly onboard 3 million new Polygon wallets. This is only less than 1% of Reddit's community, but it is already the largest dApp in all of crypto. With the sheer size of Reddit and how successful their NFT avatars have been, it would be fair to assume these could be a lucrative investment opportunity to accumulate. However, there is no hard cap on these NFTs, and there are currently 86,000 avatars, so make sure you know what you're doing. Some popular strategies around CT has been to focus on collecting the first 2 generations, which is what dropped before and the reasons generation 2 dropped, and prioritize on the rarities and traits. Some handy tools you should check out: redditfloor.com, which lets you track the floor price. Obviously, they can all be traded on OpenSea already. And there's a Dune Analytics dashboard, which you can find in the show notes below. All eyes are on Arbitrum again, as there's rumor for Arbitrum Odyssey to have a reboot very soon. In case you didn't know, Arbitrum is one of the leading layer 2 scaling solutions on top of Ethereum, and in terms of transaction amount, they are actually the leader. In the past week, they have accounted for 62% of all Ethereum transactions. So 62% of all Ethereum transactions for the past week has happened on Arbitrum Layer 2. They're definitely the leader in this space. This is also an increase of 550% since August, so they have also grown a ton. Now, Arbitrum Odyssey was an 8-week community initiative that rewarded NFTs to users who complete a variety of tasks within the Arbitrum ecosystem. And obviously, we're all speculating. Everyone is also speculating for the Arbitrum RB token to be airdropped later on for these NFT holders and everyone that completes the Arbitrum Odyssey. The program was put on pause back in August due to a network congestion, and they said it would reboot the Arbitrum Odyssey once the major upgrade of Arbitrum Nitro was complete. The Nitro upgrade has completed on August 31st, so now all the stage is set for Odyssey to resume sometime soon. Here are the previous weekly requirements for you to participate in Arbitrum Odyssey. It involved a range of tasks such as using some bridges, using a centralized exchange on-ramp to send some ETH onto Arbitrum, doing some lending and borrowing on certain protocols, using the GMX exchange, trading NFTs on NFT marketplaces, swapping on Uniswap, using 1inch, decentralized exchange aggregator, etc., etc. Definitely get yourself familiar with the Arbitrum ecosystem right now, and check out the previous announcements that they have made, which listed all the top tasks you need to do. Do them right now. Also, since Odyssey was cancelled during week 1 very early, there are week 1 NFTs that would likely qualify holders to an airdrop. You can buy the week 1 NFTs on stratosnft.io or just look up Enter the Odyssey, Arbitrum Odyssey NFT on Twitter, and it will show you where to buy. While there is no official announcement about what the use of these NFTs will be for, many others and myself believe these will be used to verify which users qualify for the airdrop. Arbitrum Odyssey speculation is at an all-time high, as airdrop season is super hot right now due to recent airdrops from Blur, Aptos, and many other projects. Definitely pay attention to the Arbitrum ecosystem going into the next few weeks. Now let's look at the top performing cryptos of the week. First on the list is MEXC Network. MEXC Network is an infrastructure project to connect Web3 features to social media platforms like Twitter. They have a browser extension which directly integrates MetaMask with Twitter to allow you to send Ethereum transactions, buy some tokens directly within Twitter, as well as sign certain messages to verify you own your wallet and post tweets. As you guys know, following the Twitter acquisition by Elon Musk, it was also revealed that Binance invested $500 million into this deal. And Binance recently launched a Bluebird Index, which is a new Twitter-themed cryptocurrency index that tracks the performance of BNB, Doge, and MEXC. These are some of the top hyped up coins that's associated with this Twitter news. Now, whether Twitter actually integrates these coins or not is another question, but seems that Binance is investing heavily in the future of decentralized social media and Twitter, and MEXC Network is at the forefront of this narrative. MEXC coin itself is up 5x this week, so it is extremely overbought, so don't FOMO in. Wait for the price to cool down a bit and actually dig into the project and see how it works within Twitter. But it is one of the early movers to actually integrate readily available MetaMask wallets within Twitter and onboard users this way. So watch out for this project. Next up, Dogecoin and other meme coins are also on the rise. We've already covered this topic. People are speculating that Dogecoin could be merged into Twitter to complete Elon's vision of the decentralized social media, payment system, etc. While he hasn't said anything, Doge has already rallied 100% this week. And smart money has been buying up Doge and other Doge-related coins such as Shiba, Doge Elon, Baby Doge, SafeMoon. These have all gained massively this week. Whether there is actual integration between Twitter and Doge or not, people are speculating that Doge should continue to pump because of this hype and because Elon is going to keep teasing us with certain tweets here and then. So watch out for this narrative as well. Next one is Injective Protocol. I haven't spotted any news other than a recent announcement of Helix, which is a DEX built on the Injective Layer 1 for cross-chain trading. Injective is the top trending coin by social activity as picked up by Lunar Crush, so maybe there is some news that's coming up. Watch out for this coin. Next one is Chiliz. We know what happened there. We've been talking about Chiliz, football, fan tokens, the World Cup, and the whole narrative for months now. With the World Cup hype starting to pick up, more people are paying attention to Chiliz network as the premier platform for issuing football fan tokens. So it's great to see this narrative actually picking up. Next one is Mina Protocol. Mina is a ZK/privacy focused layer 1, and they have been delivering a slew of updates this year. They have a upcoming bridge to EVM chains, a ZK Oracle, and other infrastructure upgrades, and these could have contributed to this rally. Personally, I still remain cautious on privacy-focused use cases of ZK technology, as they are under heavy pressure from regulators. There is an upcoming ZK hype wave just around this keyword. However, you have to understand that there are scaling-based ZK technology use, such as ZK rollups, ZK Starks, and there are privacy projects such as Mina, Monero, Secret Network, etc. So I tend to focus on the scaling solutions utilizing ZK instead of the privacy projects. The last top performing coin for the week is Clayton. Clayton is a pretty old layer 1, and actually they have a close relationship with KakaoTalk, one of the largest tech giants in Korea. Clayton is also a EVM environment, so they do have a whole ecosystem building on there. Now, Clayton recently announced a buyback and burn program, which directly started this recent rally. Here's a thread on more research around the buyback program and following the recent price action. TLDR is they have announced a buyback program on October 25th. However, do exercise caution as this announcement was coupled with a partnership with Alameda Research as their market maker, and FTX has conveniently listed Clay perpetual futures on the same day. So definitely a lot more active market making, or even call it manipulation, happening soon. Whether this overall buyback program will positively impact the price going into the next few weeks or not, nobody really knows. Moving on, here are some of the important upcoming events you need to watch. November 3rd is the 0x Protocol ZRX Expo, and we are expecting major announcements. November 3rd to the 5th is the Algorand eGold X conference, and there are expected to be major announcements. November 4th, Solana Breakpoint conference, and also announcement expected. Also on November 4th, Filecoin is set to announce their Filecoin virtual machine and MetaMask integration. Then on November 21st, the FIFA World Cup starts, so pay attention to the main coins in this hype narrative, which are Algorand, Chiliz, and the football fan tokens. On December 1st, Theta Network will have their meta chain launch. And then some of the unclear major events that's set to happen sometime this year. EOS will launch their Trust EVM, which is their latest upgrade to support EVM smart contracts. Chiliz will launch their mainnet 2.0 sometime this year. Arbitrum will launch their RB token and have an airdrop. Starkware and Starknet will launch their token, the Stark token, and an airdrop. ZK Sync token launch and also airdrop. Sui Network mainnet launch and maybe airdrop. Curve Finance will launch their own stablecoin, and this stablecoin is special because it will give fee sharing to Curve stakers, so watch out for the economics around that. Dogecoin and the potential Twitter integration, and BitMEX will be launching their BMX token sometime this year. Okay, that's it for this week's episode of Crypto Insights with Virtual Bacon. If you like this episode, consider subscribing and check out all of our socials in the show notes below. Join our Discord if you have more questions, discord.gg/bacon. And thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next episode.